Hi students, welcome to Sunil's tutorial. I am Sunil Mirwani and today we will be doing the sums of marginal costing. Let's see the sum. I am doing illustration 13 on page 157. Let's make the table first. Sales less variable cost gives you contribution, less fixed cost gives you profit. CPU TC units. Now, they said that a company sells a product at 15 rupees a unit and during that period it sells 8,000 units. It incurs a loss of 5 rupees per unit, right? Next, they've also given you CPU PC. If the units are increased to 20,000, if the volume is raised to 20,000 units, if units become 20,000, then it earns a profit of 4 rupees per unit. You have to calculate the BEP. Now guys, whether you sell 8,000 units or 20,000 units, your selling price per unit will remain the same, right? Okay, now let's see this. First, let's find out the change in profit, right? Change in profit, I am making a profit of 4 rupees in the second period on 20,000 units minus I am making a loss of 5 rupees per unit on 8,000 units. So this is going to be 4 to the 8, 80,000 minus into minus plus 4 5s are 8 5s are 40,000. So this is 1,20,000. So my change in profit is 1,20,000. Now let's find out the change in sales. In the second period, I am selling 20,000 units at 15 rupees per unit minus in the first period I am selling 8,000 units at 15 rupees per unit. I will take 15, this is going to be 15 to the 30, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is going to be 3 lakhs minus 120 and 3 zeros. So this is going to be 1,80,000. Guys, if you see your formula sheet, I had given you the formula. PV is change in profit upon change in sales into 100. Change in profit is 1,20,000. Change in sales is 1,80,000 into 100, which is nothing but 2 upon 3 into 100, 66.66%. I can use the formula again. I can say PV is C upon S into 100, right? PV I have already found out as 66.66. C I do not know. I can take S, sales is 15, selling price per unit is 15 into 100. So this is going to be 66.66 into 15 upon 100 is contribution 90, 99, 99, 99 is C. So I can therefore say that C is equal to 10 rupees. That means contribution is going to be 10 rupees. If contribution is 10 rupees, that means variable cost is going to be 5 rupees. Once I have this is going to be 15, 8s are 120 and 3 zeros. So that's 1,20,000. 8 5s are 40 and 3 zeros. 40,000, 80,000. Right, 8 5s are 40. This is 40,000 loss. Now if this is 80,000 and this is 40,000 negative, that means the fixed cost has to be 1,20,000, because 80,000 minus 1,20,000 will give you 40,000 negative. We know that F remains constant, So you can write 1,20,000 in the second period also. There are two things that remain constant. F and PV remains constant. Now 4 twos are 8 and 4 zeros. So this is going to be 80,000. This is going to be 2 lakhs because 2 lakhs minus 1,20,000 will give you 80,000, right? I also know 15 twos are 30 and 4 zeros. So 3 lakhs, that means variable cost here is going to be 1 lakh. Your table is complete. Last thing that you have to find out is BEP. BEP is F upon PV. F we found out as 1,20,000 divided by 66.66%. So BEP will therefore be 1,80,000. Right, 66.66%. This finishes the sum. Let's move on to the next sum, guys. S, V, C, F, P. CPU, TC, units. Right. Now let's see this 14 sum. They've said that total fixed cost is 18,000 rupees. Total variable cost is 30,000 rupees. Total sales is 50,000 rupees. And total units are 20,000. Right? Now, let's see this. Let's complete the table first. 50 minus 30 is 20,000. 20,000 minus 18,000 is 2,000. Irrespective of whatever you have to find out, first thing that you do is you find out PV. PV is C upon S into 100. So that's 20,000 divided by 50,000 into 100, 2 upon 5. That's 40%. Next, they have asked you to find out BEP. BEP is F upon PV. F is 18,000 upon 40%, 45,000. Right? Now, we already know that TC. I can find out CPU. How do I find out CPU? CPU is nothing but TC divided by units. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to find out the CPU for all of them. So this is going to be 5.2, 2.5. This is 3 upon 2, 1.5. This is 1. Right? Okay. They have asked you to find out contribution per unit. We found that out. They have asked you to find out MS. MS is P upon PV. P is 2,000 upon PV, 40%. So this is going to be 5,000. So MS is 5,000. Volume of sales required to earn a profit of 24,000. Required profit is given to you as 24,000. I can say required sales is F plus required profit upon PV. F is 18,000 plus required profit 24,000 upon PV. PV is 40%, 24, 34, 42, 42,000 upon 40%, 84, 104, 105, 1,05,000. Fine, did we get this thing clear? So, this is going to be the required sales in terms of rupees. Now, in terms of units, 1,05,000 divided by 20,000 divided by selling price per unit, that is 2.5. Someone divide this. 1,05,000 divided by 2.5. That's 10 lakh 50. Huh? 42,000. So either I make a sales of 1,05,000 rupees or 42,000 units to have a profit of 24,000 rupees. So let's see the next one, guys. S, B, C, F, P, CPU, TC. Right. Now, they've given you data for two companies. Say, first let's see P Limited. I will do for P Limited and I want you all to do Q Limited on your own. I'll just show you how to do for P Limited. They've given you sales is 3 lakhs. Variable cost is given to you as 2 lakhs. Fixed cost is given to you as 50,000. Right? Now, let's complete the table first. This is going to be 1 lakh and this is going to be 50,000. You always find out PV first. PV is C upon S into 100. C 1 lakh divided by S 3 lakhs into 100, which is nothing but 33.33%. Next, we found out PV. Next, they've asked you to find out BEP. BEP is F upon PV. F is given to you as 50,000. PV is 33.33%. 1,50,000. When you divide this, next they've asked you to find out MS. MS is F upon P upon PV. P is 50,000. PV is 33.33%, which is going to be 1,50,000. Next, they have also asked you to find out the sales required to earn a profit of 30,000. Required profit is given to you as 30,000. You have to find out required sales, which is F plus required profit upon PV. F is given to you as 50,000. 30,000 divided by PV. 33.33%, which will come to 2,40,000. Fine. Next, that's it. Now I've done for P Limited. In the same way you will do for Q Limited. I'm not showing you for Q Limited. I want you all to do that on your own. Right? Next, I'm doing illustration 16, page 159. S, V, C, F, P minus CPU, TC units. Right? Now they've given you data for 2 periods. Right? They've given you data for 2 periods in the sum period 1 and period 2. Units, CPU, TC. Now let's see this. They've given you sales for the first period is 10,000 and for the second period is 15,000. Profit for the first period is 2,000 and for the second period is 4,000. They have asked you to find out data regarding this. First thing, I can say PV is change in profit upon change in sales into 100. How much is change in profit? 4,000 minus 2,000. Second period profit 4,000. First period profit 2,000. So change in profit is 4,000 minus 2,000 upon 15,000 minus 10,000 into 100, which is 2,000 upon 5,000 into 100, which is 40%. So PV is 40%. I can again use the PV formula. I can say PV is C upon S into 100. PV is 40% C. Now I can take S of any period, first period or second period. I'm going to take for the first period. You can do it with the second period also. 10,000 into 100, 001. So 4,000 is equal to C. So the contribution for the first period is 4,000. If contribution is 4,000, then I can easily find out the variable cost, which is going to be 6,000. 4,000 and 2,000, so this has to be 2,000. We know that PV and F remains constant. Since PV and F remains constant, so F is going to be 2000 here. So in this case, this is going to be 6000, because 6000 minus 2000 will give you 4000. And this will be 9000, because 15,000 minus 9,000 will give you 6,000. So your data is complete. Now they've asked you to find out PV, we've done that. They've asked you to find out fixed cost, we've also done that. Next, BEP, F upon PV, F 2000, PV 40%, 5000. Next, sales to earn a profit of 3000. Required profit is given to you as 3000. Required sales is nothing but F plus required profit upon PV. F is 2000. Required profit is 3000 upon PV 40%, 5000. So 12,500. Right? Next, profit when sales is 8,000. Required sales is given to you as 8,000. Right? So I can say required sales is F plus required profit upon PV. 8,000 is equal to 2,000 plus required profit upon PV. PV we found out as 40%. 4 8s are 32. 3,200 is 2,000 in plus RP. How did I do this, people? Take the 40% on the other side. 8,000 into 40% will give you 3,200. Take 2,000 on the other side. So 3,200 minus 2,000 is 1,200 is required profit. Right? Let's move on to the next sum, guys. I think we'll drop the board and do it. Let's see question number 17. SVCFP minus CPU TC units. This is question number 17, page 159. CPU TC units. They give you data for 2 periods, so I'm drawing for 2 periods. Now, let's see this. They give you sales in 2002 was 80,000 and sales in 2003 was 90,000. Now they've given you cost. We'll make one more column here. Total cost column. They give you cost in 2002, 2003. Cost in 2002 was 70,000 and cost in 2003 was 76,000. Simple, straightforward data given to you. Now we know, guys, that profit is selling price minus cost price. So in 2002 profit is going to be 80,000, which is selling price, minus 70,000, which is cost price, which will work out to 10,000. In 2003 also profit will be selling price, which is 90,000 minus 76,000, which is 14,000. So now I know the profit of 2 periods. Profit is 10,000 here and 14,000 here, right? Next, once you have that, then you can find out PV. PV is change in profit upon change in sales into 100. Now change in profit will be 14,000 minus 10,000 upon change in sales is going to be 90,000 minus 80,000 into 100. So this is going to be 4,000 upon 10,000 into 100, which is 40%. Right? Once I get PV, I can use the PV formula again. I can say PV is also C upon S into 100. PV is 40, C upon S. You can take S of any period. Suppose if I take of first period, this is going to be 80,000 into 100. 0 gets cancelled. So 4 8s are 32 and 3 zeros is contribution. So I'll come to know that the contribution is 32,000. Guys, see this. Contribution is 32,000. If contribution is 32,000, 40 and 40. 48,000 will be my variable cost and 32,000 and 10,000. So 22,000 will be the fixed cost. We know that F and PV remains constant. So take 22,000 here. 22,000, 32,000, 36,000. This becomes 36,000, 36, 40,000, 90,000. 54,000 will be the variable cost here. My table is complete. Now, once the table is complete, let's see what is the data they have asked you to find out. They have asked you to find out the BEP. BEP is F upon PV. F is 22,000 divided by PV. PV is 40%, 44, 54, 55,000. Fine, do we get this in here? Next, let's see next sum. Question number 18, page 160. SVCFP minus CPU TC. They give you data for 2 periods. CPU TC units. Now let's see this. They give you for the first half of the year. For the first half of the year, sales is 45,000 and they give you total cost. Total cost is given to you as 40,000. During the second half of the year, sales is 50,000 and total cost is 43,000. Fine. Let's see this. First, we know that profit is selling price minus cost price. Now, for first half, profit will be selling price 45,000 minus cost price 40,000, which is 5,000. For second half, profit is going to be 50,000 minus 43,000, which is 7,000. Next, PV is given by the formula change in profit upon change in sales into 100. I'll just write the profit down. Profit for the first half is 5,000, second half is 7,000. Now, change in profit. Change in profit will be 7,000 minus 5,000 upon change in sales 50,000 minus 45,000 into 100. This is 2,000 upon 5,000 into 100, which is nothing but 40%. Now I can also use the PV formula. PV is C upon S into 100. PV is 40. C we do not know. S we can take S of any period. I am taking S of the first period. 45,000 into 100. 001. This is 00. 5 4 are 20, 16, 17, 18. So C is going to be 18,000 for the first period. C is 18,000 for the first period, 18, 25, 45. So 27,000 will be the variable cost and fixed cost will be 13,000, because 18,000 minus 13,000 will give you 5,000. Two things remain constant, PV and F remains constant. So F will remain the same. Therefore, this will be 20,000, because 20,000 minus 13,000 will give you 7,000. If this is 20,000, then variable cost will be 30,000. Now let's see what they asked you in the sum. Once your table is complete, you can find out whatever they asked you. Now, they said that find PV. We've already found that out. Find fixed expenses, yes. Then they've asked you to find out PV fixed, calculate for the whole year. Okay. Now, they've asked you to find out for the whole year. This is second half. So for full year, CPU TC. All you need to do is just add first half and second half. So this is going to be 90,000. This is going to be 57,000. This is 38,000. This is 26,000. 12,000. Right? PV remains the same. So whether it is for the first half, second half or the whole year, PV will remain the same. Now, for the whole year, they have asked you to find out BEP. BEP is F upon PV. F we just found out for the whole year is 26,000. PV is 40%, 26, 42, 52, 55, 55,000. Next, percentage of margin of safety to total sales, right? Now, first let's find out MS. MS is P upon PV. P is 12,000 divided by PV. PV we found out as 40%. 24 and 6, 30,000. So MS is going to be 30,000. Margin of safety is 30,000. They have asked you to find out percentage of margin of safety to total sales. Percentage of MS is nothing but MS upon S into 100. So MS we have found out as 30,000. Total sales is 90,000 into 100. Right? So that is going to be 33.33%. Right?
BEP is 65,000.
BEP is
65,000.
65,000. We just make the correction, guys. 20, 52. Yeah, 65,000. BEP is going to be 65,000. Just make that correction, people. Right? So, this finishes this. We will stop here for the day. Thank you very much.